Hello and welcome back to Life and Life Sciences, hosted by myself, Stephen Gannon. Episode 2 is going to see us taking a bit of a different view on things, and that's why today joining me is Paul. Paul is the managing director of a marketing company called Realia. These guys do a huge amount of work and have done for the past 20 years across medical device and drug delivery. Paul, thank you very much for joining me. I know you're a busy man. How's things?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Really good. Obviously strange times for everybody, but certainly in the UK, it looks like we're coming to the end of it. But yeah, doing well.
Yeah, well, here's hoping anyhow. Hopefully not long to go. Paul, obviously I know you. I know you guys do, but many people, hopefully there's many people watching. They won't know themselves. So start us off with a little bit of info around yourself and Realia.
Sure. So as you said, been around a while now. We're an integrated marketing agency based in the UK. So essentially, we do everything from brand definition and brand creation work right through the delivery of marketing communications, whatever channel that may be. And we focus on three very sort of complex markets, one of which being drug delivery and medical devices, all under the value proposition for brands that benefit life. So we recognize that our clients' businesses are quite complex, but actually at the heart of everything that our drug delivery clients do, it's about improving patient outcome.
Absolutely. What was the value proposition you say?
For brands that benefit life.
I like that. It's very nice. We have one here at Kelly. We like to say recruiting for a better world.
Okay.
Kind of sits nicely together.
Imagine recruitment and marketing getting on. Who thought?
Strange world, that one. Strange world. Paul, look, just to start us off again, thanks for the intro. You know, as a marketeer, you have been for a long time. A bit of a broad question to start us off, I guess. But you know, where do you see, I guess, the true value add of using a marketing agency?
I think the challenge, particularly for drug delivery companies, is being able to extract all of the IP that they have residing in their organization and bringing it to life and sharing it with their stakeholder groups. So, you know, the R&D guys are incredibly busy, incredibly focused, and that's really where the science lies, I suppose. What they aren't is content writers or marketeers, and it's very hard for marketing people to be able to encourage them to write or extract that information in order for them to write. So I think the benefit of marketing in this context is being able to take all of that great IP, all of that great science, and create thought leadership that all stakeholder groups can see and create value from that.
Yeah, well, very good. Appreciate that. And obviously, you know, we mentioned at the start of the call, and it's not something, I think, you know, it's been something that's been said nonstop for the past 12 months, but obviously the last 12 months have been, should we say, different. You know, what changes are you kind of seeing in customers that means, you know, you guys as a company may have to look at things differently? Are you seeing much of a shift?
Yeah, I think there's some rational stuff and there's some emotional stuff. You know, I think from an emotional perspective, everyone's tired. Everyone's really tired. And they just need a little bit more of a cuddle and a little bit more love to reassure them that they're doing the right thing. I think that's the first thing. I think also, you know, with tiredness comes a challenge around clarity of thinking. And so it's very difficult when you're not looking after yourself properly to be able to look after your strategy and your marketing properly. And so, you know, I think, as I say, at an emotional level, people are tired and need more support. I think at a rational level, things have changed considerably over the course of the last 12 months. You know, yeah. I don't think it's unfair to say that many organizations still rely on quite analog routes of communication. So particularly in drug delivery, you know, events, seminars, conferences have been the mainstay for quite some time. Clearly that hasn't happened. Yeah. So you know, our clients have had to really embrace digital comms in a way that they've never had to do before, and that's created some opportunities and also some challenges.
No, for sure. Yeah, it is. It's certainly, you know, I think you know, we've spoken before about, you know, the kind of digital space and the marketing space, but a lot of startups coming straight out are kind of born into this digital world where, you know, you either do or you die. You know, if you don't invest heavily into that, it's going to lead to some trouble down the line.
Well, I think, sorry, Stephen, just to say, you know, there's some learning there from fintech and from insurtech where, you know, they haven't come from traditional financial services backgrounds. These people, they've come from a technology background and then brought the skills in. That's a very different way of looking at things. But certainly digitization, you know, and being able to embrace that and make the most of that is something that I think is a key opportunity going forward.
No, absolutely. And I guess, you know, a lot of my network are obviously working in the life sciences space. Do you have any kind of advice, I guess, being the MD of a marketing company working in this space? You know, marketing is obviously becoming a huge thing now. Not that it wasn't before, but now, you know, it's hugely important. Have you got any advice for anyone that might be looking to kind of step into this space?
I think embrace the innovation that's in the space, that's in this ecosystem. You know, everything that these clients are doing is about trying to make life better for somebody, and they are incredibly clever, incredibly innovative people. And so I would embrace that innovation actually, and think about things in a different way. Just because it's been delivered by solid oral dose or by injection 10 years ago doesn't mean that's going to be the way it's going to be tomorrow. So I think take that philosophy of innovation that is within life sciences, medical devices, organizations, and apply it to your marketing.
Yeah, it's a very solid answer for sure. Paul, I am wary, you know, these with the LinkedIn laws, they do need to be under 10 minutes. So
Okay.
you know, obviously really appreciate you joining me. Great to get an insight into your world. And I know I'm personally very excited. I know you've got a webinar coming up soon with Mr. Chris Hall. Not to fanboy, but I'm very excited. Did you want to take a second just to, you know, mention a few bits about that as to what it's around before we close up shop?
That would be great, thank you. I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You know, we can see our clients are starting to feel really quite tired. You know, so we've created this webinar that's running next week that starts by talking about how do we look after ourselves a little better, and then we're going to talk about how do we look after our strategy in a time that is still quite fluid for us. And then, yeah, the legendary Chris Hall, who's been in medical devices for 30 plus years, he's going to bring a context to that just for people in this sector. So it's nothing vanilla about this. It's absolutely for people who work in this space.
Lovely. Well, look, I'm personally very excited for it. Yeah, really looking forward to it. So I guess anybody watching, if you're interested in that webinar, feel free to reach out to Paul. Reach out to myself if you want. I can send you Paul's way. Paul, huge thanks again for joining me. Very much appreciated. Shout out to Dominic as well. Don't want to leave him out. And yeah, look, I'm sure we'll be in contact anyhow moving forward. I'll see you on the webinar. And yeah, thanks very much again.
Thanks for the time. Yeah, you stay safe.
Cheers, Paul. Cheers. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.